Hello and welcome back to another episode of A Live Time with me, Barney. It is really great for you to join me again today for another episode. Now, today's theme is all about forgiveness. What does it mean to forgive? Are you any good at forgiving? Now, the story that we're going to tell today from the Bible is all about, here's some clues, all about a father who had two sons, and it also involves some smelly pigs. Can you guess what story it might be? That's right, it's the story of the lost son. But first of all, we're going to dive straight into our game. Now, for this game, Jess is going to lead us in a moment, but teachers, I need you to look out for students with the fastest hand in the air who can answer some of the questions that are about to come up. Okay, let's see how you get on.
Hi everyone, welcome to the game for Kids Church today, and today's game is going to be the tray game. So I've got lots of items in front of me here, and I'm going to show you all of the items and then cover them up and remove one item. Then I'm going to show you the items again, and you've got to try and tell me which item has been removed from the tray. So let me show you the items.
Okay, so here are the items. I'll just run through the items we've got. We've got tea bag, egg cup, tennis ball, fork, battery, pen, USB stick, lip balm, key, pencil, hairband, candle, the letter E, scissors, rubber, plug, playing card, light bulb, coaster and sellotape. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds now to have a look at all those items on the tray. So that's your 30 seconds up, so I'm going to cover the screen and remove one item. So which item is missing? Well done if you got it right, it was the candle. So I'm going to give you 10 more seconds to have a look at the tray. I'm going to cover the screen. What item is missing from the tray now? Well done if you spotted it, it was the tea bag.
So that's the end of the game. Don't forget to post your scores in the comments below and let's see who won. See you soon!
Now, I want you to think, have you got a favourite toy or a favourite teddy? I'm sure you have, haven't you? Now, I want you to imagine, if you were to ever lose that favourite teddy or toy, you would want it back, wouldn't you? Of course you would. But let's say, when you received it back, it was a bit broken. Maybe it lost its arm or its ear had fallen off or something like that. Would you still want it back? Or how about this, if it was returned to you, but it was really dirty, like it had fallen in a muddy puddle or something, and got all messy and kind of horrible and yucky and smelly, would you still want it back? Well, today's story is all about that.
Hello children, it's lovely to see so many happy faces. Well, my face isn't very happy. I don't want to perform for the children today. What? Oh, hold on. Jimmy, you don't want to see all the lovely children? No, apart from that one down there, he looks alright I suppose. Oh, do you not understand how important it is for us to share all our messages of hope, love and good teachings from the Bible? Blah 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 blah. Listen, Grandad, I'm fed up of being zipped up with that smelly old bag every morning, shoved in a corner, only to be carried around like I'm just a... Don't say it, like a... Don't say it, Like a puppet! Oh, he said it! Well, I'm fed up. I'm going to live a different life. I want to move to the city. But life in the city is no good for someone like you. For starters, you'd have to smarten yourself up. Get yourself a job. Find something to invest your money in. Nope, I'm just gonna party. Hey, what do you mean someone like me, huh? Well, you know what? You remind me of someone. Yeah, like who? Yeah, let me tell you a story all about a prodigal son. Once upon a time, there lived a man, and he had 2 sons. One of his sons became desperate for his father's money, which he knew he had coming to him. Right then, father, so where's my money? You keep telling us that one day you'll have everything that I own. Well, come on then, cough up, old man. Oh, very well then. To you, I give my horse rosemary, my stamp collection, my antique vase from Aunt Hilda, and 38.5% of my money. Why, thank you, father, so very kind. And to you, my dear son, yeah, come on then. I give you my first watch made in Rome from 17 AD. Oh, I don't need that. Come on, show me the money. Well, there's no need to be rude about it. Show me the money. Well, show me the money. Very well. Here is your 38.5% of my wealth. And so he did. The father gave his sons the percentage of the money that they were due to inherit. Right, that's it. I'm off to Ibiza. See you suckers later. Let's party! Woohoo! Woohoo! He can't do that, can he? Oh, that cheeky boy. So the son went on a journey of self-indulgence and pleasure, throwing wild parties and spending his money on fast cars. Woohoo! Woohoo! One day, he realised that all of his money had run out. It was also unfortunate that it was a bad year for the crops. There wasn't a lot of food to be found in the land. The son started to think. Perhaps I should find myself a hard-earning, honest job. My belly keeps rumbling, telling me that it wants feeding. The son was eventually able to find work, but it was for a farmer, working with the smelly old pigs. Oink, oink. Are you meant to be a pig? It's the closest thing that they could find. Oh, alright, you'll do. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have any spare food for me, would you? Get out of our trough! Can't you read the sign? Pig food only! Finally, the son came to his senses. Okay, that's it! I've had enough! I can't take it anymore! Even the hired servants in my father's house eat plenty enough with spares left over, and here I am, cleaning out some ungrateful pigs dying of hunger! Hey, we are grateful, remember that? Yeah! Oh, I'm sorry. So the son decided it was time to leave. Perhaps he could get a job working back home for his father as a servant. But he couldn't possibly expect his father to ever love him like a son again, could he? The father saw his son approaching in the distance. Is that my dear son, or have my eyes deceived me? Oh, it's my son! No! Come here, boy! Oh, I love you! Oh, Dad! Come here! Oh, lovely! Father, I have sinned against both you and God, and I am no longer worthy of being called your son. Give me a job as a servant, and I will forever be in your debt. Hey, no, forget about that. Quick, servants, bring the finest robe from the house and put it on my son. Get a Rolex watch for his wrist and Timberlands for his feet. Oh, and let's get a KFC family bucket. We must celebrate with a feast. For this son of mine was dead and has now returned to life. He was lost, but now he's found. Was blind, but now he sees. Let's throw a party. Woohoo! was not so impressed. Whilst all this was going on, in fact he was a little bit jealous that his brother was getting all the attention. So he confronted his father. "Hello son, hello, are you enjoying the party? Look, Dad, how many years have I stayed here serving you, never giving you one moment of grief? But have you ever thrown a party for me and my friends? Then this son of yours, who has thrown away your money, shows up and you go all out with a feast. What's going on, Father? What's going on?" Son, you don't understand. You're with me all the time and everything that is mine is yours. But this is a wonderful time and we have to celebrate. This brother of yours was once dead, but now he's alive. He was lost, but now he is found. And that is why, Jimmy, you always need to remember, no matter how much you ever stray from God, He will always be willing to take you back in. George, how about that trip to the city? Yes? Well, I just remembered how much I do actually like children and I don't mind doing their assemblies for them, really. Well, what I'm trying to say is that I'd rather not be eating pig's food for the rest of my life, thank you very much! Oh, Jimmy, that's alright. I don't blame you, eh? Hey, cool. Right, anyway, good to see you, children. Goodbye. Bye.
So there we have it. That was the story of the prodigal son. It's actually a parable that Jesus tells us. Now remember, a parable is a story that Jesus tells to try and help us imagine a thing or an idea, to get a message across. Now the message that Jesus wanted to particularly tell the people of his time was that actually God is a forgiving and loving Father, just like the Father in that story. Now the people around Jesus were actually like questioning him and harassing him a little bit, saying, "Jesus, why are you hanging around with all these lowlifes, all the sinners and evildoers, or perhaps those who were suffering from illness that no one really wanted to hang around with?" Jesus gave the story of the prodigal son as an example to show them that actually God is a compassionate God. He loves us. He forgives us when we turn away from him. Now the part that I particularly enjoy about this story is the bit where the father sees the son walking towards him, his head hung low, he's feeling a bit shameful for the life that he's just led. And then he's expecting perhaps, his father to kind of take him back in and work as maybe just a hired hand in the farm or something like that. But actually, the father sees the son in the distance and he runs to him, embraces him, and he wants to throw a big party. This is a great demonstration of God's love and compassion for us. When we return to him, even though we might be rejected, we might be a bit downtrodden or dirty, like perhaps your lost toy, you still have a lot of love and care for it. You want to make it right again, didn't you? You want to fix it, you want to wash it and make it clean. That's just how God sees us. In fact, this very same story reminds me of a book that my son Malachi likes to read called Nothing, and it's all about this little teddy just here. Now this little teddy has been neglected, has been left in the attic for a long time to get dirty and dusty, and he feels like he's without a home. He doesn't know his identity, he doesn't even know what he's meant to be. He's lost his ear and he's a bit sad, to be honest. Until one day, his original owner finds him, he cleans him up, he fixes him up, and then he realises that he is loved. And actually, he does have a true identity. He's actually a kitten after all. How about that? Now, I wonder if you can think of anyone perhaps in your life before who has maybe hurt you, or maybe not physically, but maybe emotionally inside. They've maybe said some things that have really perhaps damaged you a little bit inside. Sometimes we can hold on to something called unforgiveness, okay? It can eat away at us on the inside. It makes us feel really sad and really angry, doesn't it? I don't know if you ever see people walking around who are just a bit angry with life. Sometimes they're suffering with that sense of unforgiveness themselves. They haven't been able to forgive the person who's done them wrong. Well, do you know what? The Bible calls us to forgive just as God forgives us in that story. So if someone, perhaps you know, has done you wrong, why don't you think about how you would forgive them? It might take a long time, but trust me, it is so worth it. Or perhaps there's someone, as I'm talking, perhaps that you've hurt them, maybe physically or on the inside through the words that you said. Maybe now is a good chance to think about how you might say sorry to them. Let's just finish with a quick prayer, shall we? Why don't you close your eyes and put your hands together, and you can say amen at the end if you agree with what I've prayed. Lord, I thank you that you forgive us. You forgive us for all the wrong things that we've ever done, we've ever said, and that we're ever gonna do as well, Lord. I pray, Lord, that if there's anyone in our lives that perhaps we are holding onto something that they have done to us, or that they have said to us, Lord, that we find it really hard to forgive them, I pray that you give us the strength and the courage to release that right now. Release that forgiveness over them, Lord. And Lord, I just pray that if there's anything that we've done wrong towards someone else, that you would help us to say sorry to them too. Just as you forgive us. Amen. Great, well I pray that you have a great week and you'd go away with that message knowing that God forgives you when we truly say that we're sorry to Him. And that actually it's a really good thing to forgive too. Bye bye.